Assalamualaikum and good evening to Madam Noizrin with you. So today my group will present the movie review. The title of movie review is The Police Evo 2. So my name is Rana Najah binti Raza. I will be the first presenter. The first question is how does the movie review that feel? Movie Police Evo 2 bring back to the dynamic of the duo of the Inspector Kai, which is Shaizi Sam, the Inspector Sani, which is Azizan Razak, by raising the team of the terrorists apart from the illegal sale of the shabu drug. Then it is inspired by terrorist crime that have occurred in the Malaysia. This movie make we feel happy to watch is because the movie Police Evo 2 have the interesting storyline. Then this has a version action scene which are full of Hollywood logic. However, this movie that truly enjoyable and is it the all expectation. For example, is an Islamic terrorist organization led by the Hafshar, a Taliban looking at have taken hundreds of Islander hostage during a recon mission gone wrong. Police officer Kai Ralin Asani and a couple of other cops that find the Transaf stranded and the island with the terrorists and hostage. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Khairul Niza and I will explain on the problems in Police Evo 2. Based on this movie, there are several problems occur, which the first is teamwork between officers. This problem can be identified through the scene when plan proposed by Inspector Kai being rejected by other officers because they were out of manpower. The teamwork is very important to execute any plan. If the plan be formulated very well, even we don't have any sufficient tools and manpower. Next, the second problem is trust between co-workers. This can be portrayed through the scene where Inspector Kai do not trust the undercover police, which is Rian, because she was involved in the death of Inspector Adli. Other than that, Inspector Adli never revealed his undercover officer, which has caused Inspector Kai have trust issue toward Rian. The trust among the co-workers during teamwork in achieving the same goal are very important, especially in this scenario where it involves hostage life. Teamwork require trust among the members because each of the members have their own responsibility towards the team and able to prevent any dissatisfaction among the members. After that, the third problem in this movie is we should not impress our failure towards others. Zizan or Inspector Sani should not impress his failure towards the terrorist group after he was not able to rescue his co-workers. This can become an advantage for the enemy to gain more information about police strategy because they know Inspector Sani weaknesses. In workplace situation, the employee cannot impress his or her feeling of exhausted while dealing with the customer because it will affect the customer satisfaction toward the company. Lastly, the fourth problem in Police Evo 2 are stereotype to a person. Judging a person according to their background, education background is not enough to really know that the person behavior. This is because Inspector Khalid do not believe that Saif will become leader of terrorist group because he has science and Islamic education background. The education background does not determine whether the person is good or bad. We can know that the person based on his personality and attitude, even that the person does not have special or higher education background. Then I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Hidayah binti Aziz and I am the third presenter. The first message that we find in this movie is leadership. Leadership is a must in this global competitive world. Hence, the organization needs a leader who can understand and handle the complexity of the world. Therefore, as a leader should always improve the quality of knowledge related to leadership and implement it in the field they contribute for. In this movie, there is one scene which is the main actor played by Zizan Razak who plays the character as Inspector Sani. He plays the role of officer by reprimanding members under him if they commit an offence. He reprimanded Madam, which is played by Safi Naswib, about the weapons should not be used when confronting the public while trying to arrest criminals because it is dangerous. From that, we can see that Zizan plays his role as a leader to his member. So we agree this message is really important to the viewers who really admire to be a leader one day. The second message is the workplace stress. Workplace stress is thought to affect individuals' psychological effectiveness in adverse manners. There was a scene where the head of operation for the anti-drug case, which is SAC Azizat, was under pressure when talking to the head of the terrorist Saif. The conflict between the police chief to negotiate with the head of terrorists released the details, which caused the entire police force to be depressed. SAC Azizat did her best to negotiate with the terrorist leader to not to get any hostage, but the terrorist only gave her a short time of 1 hour to fulfill his request. His request was to give the chief of those who were in the hospital to be sent to him, but SAC Azizat failed to negotiate and caused several more hostages to be shot dead by the terrorist leader. So we agree with this message. The chief felt pressure and stress in that situation, so the unsuccessful negotiate with the terrorists in that situation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurafika binti Abu Qasim. As a presenter, I will continue the presentation, which is what are the messages in the movie. The message in this movie is about the trust. Trust very important element in the teamwork. As we can see in chapter 7, trust means a positive expectation, one person as another person in a situation involving risk. In article, the importance of trust manager and employee right by the Kate Road and D. Lewiska have three types of trust, which is the first one is horizontal trust, means trust between the co-worker. In this movie, there is a scene that shows the existence of horizontal trust. Inspector Kai managed to make a female policeman and with 4 soldiers trust him in mission to rescue 200 hostages and his friend, even though the mission was very heavy because they lack of weapons and other prisoners. They still want to continue the mission. There is a horizontal trust where trust emerges between the employees. I agree if trust can be conveyed in the movie. The last one of the message of this movie is organizational structure. As we can see, chapter 11, organizational structure means division of labor and factors of coordination, communication, workflow, and formal power that direct organizational activity. While in article organizational structure that write by Ghulam Ali Ahmadi, mentioning organizational structure means a set of methods dividing the tasks to determine duties and coordinate them. As you see in this movie, there has team-based structure in this movie, which is the division of tasks has been given and each employee has their respective roles, such as CSC Chief of Operation Dato' Azizat Mansur is the head of the Special Anti-Terrorism Unit. Agree that the message conveyed about the organizational structure in the movie can be combined. That's all from me. Thank you.
I will continue the next presentation for the question D. The first suggestion in the minimizer is occur in the movie Police Evo 2 is based on the topic 8, which is a team communicating in team and the organization working together in the group can reduce the problem that occur as the movie Police Evo 2, which is tell about drug manufacturing and drug distribution that occur in the Malaysia between the two countries, which is Malaysia and Indonesia. It can refer to the scene making a drug on the Cherong Island led by the Hafsham. This is common drug case in the Malaysia. As a result, the case can avoid by the increasing the number of police officers in the field, and the Malaysia should strictly check people in train and leaving the country. In addition, the group and work team with each other is very important because Malaysia will peace and always preserve in their group. If they do not the cooperate and have a different perspective, such as a scene where the Kai, which is Shaizi Sam, and want to save Sunny, which is Aziza Raza, and the villager of the 200. So Kai make a plan, but it opposed by the other police officer because he feel plan is very dangerous and don't have a large group. Lastly, the group and the work team very important if want to reduce the same cases that happen in the movie Police Evo 2 and reality life in Malaysia. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Shafika Nur Syahda binti Zakaria. So I'm the last presenter. I will continue about the second suggestion. The second suggestion is to improve emotional intelligence to reduce relationship conflict at the work site. This point can relate topic 9, which is conflict. Improving emotional intelligence will be helpful in increasing self-control, where the employee will be able to handle difficult situations well. It is also will be able to improve the work's quality, creating better work environment and better teamwork between colleagues. Based on the movie, Inspector Kai had relationship conflict with the undercover police officer from Indonesia, namely Rian, during their mission to arrest the villain Hafsham. Relationship conflict occurred due to Rian's involvement with the death of Inspector Adli. The conflict had affected their mission to arrest Hafsham and caused Sergeant A and Inspector Sunny become the hostages. Suggestion is to use deep acting during the required moment. It can be referred to topic 4, which is workplace attitude. Deep acting involves changing through emotions to match the required emotions at the work site. Based on the movie, Inspector Sunny experienced cognitive dissonance in dealing with the group of criminals. He felt the fear of causing chaos and harming the village people. The application of deep acting in completing Inspector Sunny's mission is needed in dealing with criminals so that he got to do what is needed, such as protecting the villagers. Lastly, the fourth suggestion is to implement diversity awareness training. This can be referred in topic 3, which is perception and learning in organization. The diversity awareness training will be able to educate employees about the benefit of diversity, sensitivity to equality, and to block inaccurate perception, especially in dealing with stereotyping in the workplace. Based on the movie, the scene that shows the threat appeared when Inspector Khalid thought that a person with science and Islamic education background will not involved in any crime issue. However, he should be aware that despite of the education background, a person can still involved in crime issue. Hence, implementing the diversity awareness training will be helpful for Inspector Khalid to avoid inaccurate perceptions, especially toward people that got involved in crime issue.